Bwaaa!
Bwaaa trash fight all through the night, deep in the heart of Texas. The trailer park is nice and dark, deep in the heart of Texas. Dad drinks his brew and he spits his chew, deep in the heart of Texas. The TV blares but no one cares, deep in the heart of Texas. Here we go!
Hey everybody, welcome to
Bwaaa.
Bwaaa, King of the Hill podcast. I am Mike.
And I'm Rusty.
Rusty, welcome to That Ain't Right Friday.
You know what I noticed?
What's that?
I don't think I said Wimitanya on our Monday episode on the
Yeah,
way
you did.
on.
You
I
did.
did?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it's just
You said
so natural. I just forget that I say it.
So we got a couple of things to go over this time.
Yeah, a few things.
We got another email from Super Asticaki. This is the one that this is the folk that talked about the Crazy Eyes and then the Cowboys player that Willie Lane. They responded with I'm a big fan. Oh, sorry. They responded with my days off are Thursdays, Fridays, and Saturdays because I thought, you know, it might be nice for them to come on and talk about something because the original response I got from them says, I have an idea for an episode of The Boy Ain't Right Fridays.
Oh, okay.
There are 4 books about King of the Hill, and they own 2 of those 4. The 2 they own are The Boy Ain't Right,
Okay.
and the second is an issue of Playboy where Hank and the boys go to the Playboy mansion. If you ever want to do a podcast where I talk about them, let me know. And I said, okay, yes, please. He said, the 2 books I don't own are Dale Gribble's I'm Okay, You're 2K, You're Y2K.
Okay.
And which he goes, I've never seen for sale ever. And then this one, Hank Hill's WD-40 for the Soul. He says they're usually for sale about $500 a piece.
Okay.
The 2 I own are cheaper and easier to buy, and that's fine. But I did a cursory search on it, and those books go for like $1,500.
Oh, wow.
That WD-40 for your soul.
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah. It is crazy that those books go for that much. Is there no bootleg options?
I guess not. I looked at I tried looking for a PDF or something just to kind of so we could talk about it or whatever. But it'd be cool. So we are working out the logistics there, and hopefully we can have them on to talk about those books because I didn't even know they existed.
Yeah. Right here, buy used $103.99 for the paperback.
Yeah, for which one?
Hank Hill's WD-40 for the Soul.
Oh, really? That's one of the cheapest ones I've seen.
Yeah, it's on Amazon, but there's only 1 copy of it. That's just crazy that it costs that much.
Yeah, it's nuts. What about that the Dale one?
What's it called?
I'm Okay, You're Y2K. Which I'm assuming came out in the year 2000.
You know what that makes fun of, though? There's a book called I'm Okay, You're Okay by Thomas Anthony Harris.
Yeah.
I'm Okay, You're Y2K.
Yeah.
Book. Let's see.
I just
$388.
Wow. I'm pretty fascinated by this issue of Playboy where Hank and the boys go to the Playboy mansion.
I've seen the.
I didn't know that was a thing either.
Yeah, I've seen the. I can find that. That's on the internet for sure. I'll find that and send that to you.
That's cool
because that's definitely there. I've seen that for sure. The only one that I've seen these books and stuff, but I haven't able to seen a cheap enough copy to buy. You know what? How about this? This is a call to our fans. We don't want to own the book. We don't want to keep it. But if you if you want to scan it or send it to us, so we could just go over it for an episode, we will ship it back. And if anything happens to it, I'll cover the cost of the book if it's damaged.
Absolutely.
Just reach out to us because it would be cool to just be able to talk about the book.
Yeah.
And I know its value is
it's up there.
It's untold. Yeah. You know what? We need to go to San Marcos. I need to get a hold of the college down there because I bet you they have copies.
I bet they do too.
that we could go through. Or there's a copy in a library somewhere. I don't know. If y'all know anything about a copy of this book that we can get a hold of us, please just let us know.
But once again, I want to thank Super ASDKE. I don't know how to say that.
Bringing these to my attention because I knew of some of them that exist, but I didn't know of the Dale one.
But thanks again, and we'll be in contact this week about getting you on, so we can do an episode.
Yeah, do an episode with you. That'd be great.
All right, what do you got?
Oh, yeah, so Stephen Root was recently on the Adam Carolla podcast.
Yeah.
And while on that podcast, he had mentioned not too many details, but one of the details is that it's 10 years ahead.
Right.
And Bobby's got a restaurant.
That's cool.
So that's as much as we've heard out of the production. One thing that we do know right now, everybody should be aware, if you're not aware of it, the reason why unions exist is the reason why your boss can't put a padlock on the front door of your office building that you work at right now.
Sure.
So if you're listening to this from any industry that's not unionized, right now there is a big union issue in the news, which is with one of the biggest forms of media that we all consume, which is our television, our streaming services. Everybody is striking, and writers, and now the actors are striking with the writers.
They said it's the first time in 60 years that both of them strike at the same time.
Both of them strike at the same time. It's usually one or the other because everybody's on different contract. Everybody's a part of a different guild. Everybody's part of a different apparatus that they have to go through to do these things. But it's hindered the production of our show, which we found out from a guest on another podcast that I host called The Animation Conversation. We had a guest who is currently in the industry right now, and the animators can't strike, or the animators would probably be on strike too. Animators, I did not know this, Mike, they get 0 residuals.
Yeah.
They get no residuals on their animations.
0, huh?
They get 0 residuals.
Wow, that's
Voice
crazy.
actors get residuals, but the animators themselves don't get residuals. From what I've read,
I guess it's
they get very, very, very little, if any, residuals at all. Maybe the high top people in the industry, maybe, but like just a regular animator like me or you, just an average guy animating, they barely make above $20,000 a year.
I guess it's like those folks who invented the Post-it notes, or invented the little things that you see on the fluorescent light, the little hook thing. I knew a guy whose dad invented that. But they get nothing out of it because they were working for a company at the time.
Working for a company, they invent it while they're working for the company, and the company takes all the blame, all the success of it. Or you design it and you take it to a company and sell it, and you get very little.
Or you use the equipment that the company owns, and boom,
they own it. It's my patent.
That's a big deal in like education. Like if you come up with curriculum or whatever, and you use the stuff that the school has or the district has,
they take it away
and they
from
own
you.
it. Yeah. My buddy had a big he was at he still is at a technical college, and he had invented this kind of game system, and the school said it was theirs, and they took it and threw it in the trash.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's sick.
Yeah, it was rough. But
that is sick.
Anyway, so we want to talk about this restaurant.
Yeah. So what do you think about it? What do you?
Like I told you before we started, I hope it's Sugarfoot's. I hope he's taken over Sugarfoot's.
Yeah, I hope it's something like that.
Or maybe
even something his own. Like maybe he leaves, he goes to New York, and he comes back with this. I don't know.
It's at the
really
site,
delicate cuisine.
Maybe it's at the site of the former Sugarfoot's or something like that.
He's like wiping the plate with like a reduction sauce or something. You know what I mean? Like I really want to see something cool like that.
It's gonna be interesting.
I want it to be artistic though. I don't want him to just be cooking Sugarfoot's type shit.
I want it to
be a high end restaurant.
What if it's like a vegan restaurant?
I would hope not.
Has he gone the other way?
I would never ever assume that Bobby in the future would be anything other than someone who definitely eats
but what
meat.
if Connie is with him, and what if she's a vegan or a vegetarian at this point?
I think that's explored. I think that might be explored in the King of the Hill, where they explore her dietary.
Really?
I think she likes food just as much as. I think it's one of the things that they bond over is their love for food.
She never got gout though.
She did not ever get gout. And if you remember, she guilted the shit out of him. You're in here eating this vile hog slop or whatever she called it. Yeah,
that's rough. I love that episode where he gets gout. That's a
good episode.
He just can't give it up. He just can't give it up.
It's like crack.
Chicken liver.
The chicken livers.
I hope that he's got like something that would make Hank proud. Maybe like a steakhouse or something like that, a real fancy steakhouse.
Yeah, I do too.
You know, and they only use propane, you know, and that sort of thing to cook with because it's a cleaner burning fuel. You know, you don't taste the residual whatever on it. You know, taste the meat, not the heat. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you, Rusty, eating healthy used to be a struggle for me, but that was before I discovered the BlendJet 2 portable blender.
The BlendJet 2.
Now, when fast food temptation strikes, I just blend up a delicious and nutritious protein shaker smoothie. You know, they gave us a whole bunch of those little packages that came with the blender.
Yeah.
And there's some really good flavors in there. I mean, there's some like that matcha thing.
The green matcha?
Yeah, those are pretty damn good. BlendJet 2 is portable, so you can blend up smoothies at work, a protein shake at the gym, or even a margarita on the beach. It's small enough to fit in a cup holder, but powerful enough to blast through ingredients like ice and frozen fruit with ease. Maybe a human thumb. Don't put your thumb in it. BlendJet 2 is whisper quiet, so you can make your morning smoothie without waking up the whole house. Lasts for 15 plus blends and recharges quickly via USB-C, which has saved us all. There's nothing worse than turning that USB thing over and over and over and over, and then finally finding how it plugs in, you know?
Oh, yeah. I don't like that
USB-C
either. Yes, USB-C saved us all.
Best of all, BlendJet 2 cleans itself. Just blend water with a drop of soap, and you're good to go. There's 30 plus colors and patterns to choose from. There's a BlendJet 2 to complement just about any style. We have a pink one? Lavender.
Pink one.
I think ours is lavender.
Mine is the Toy Story Aliens.
Oh, yeah.
It's like the Pizza Planet one.
Ooh, that one. Yeah. They've got some really cool colors, but I really like the patterns. I know one of the people here got one that looks like Woody the Sheriff.
Is there a code with them?
There is a code. What are you waiting for? Go to blendjet.com and grab yours today. Glab it today.
Glibbity glob.
And when you do glab it, make sure you use the promo code
BWAAA12.
That's to get 12% off your order and free 2-day shipping. No other portable blender on the market comes close to the quality, power, and innovation of the BlendJet 2. They guarantee you'll love it or your money back. Blend anytime, anywhere with the BlendJet 2 portable blender. Go to blendjet.com and use the code
BWAAA12
to get 12% off your order and free 2-day shipping. Shop today and get the best deal ever.
BlendJet 2, formerly known as BlendJet.
Hey everyone, it's me, your puzzle-loving pal. Did you know I was a puzzle-loving pal?
I didn't know you were a puzzle-loving pal.
I got to tell you about my latest obsession. It's Wongo puzzles. These things are the real deal. They are high quality, handcrafted, and perfect for anyone who loves a good challenge but doesn't want to dedicate their entire kitchen table to puzzles for a week. Trust me, I have been there. I will tell you this, my parents, you know, they're very old and decrepit, and they do puzzles all the damn time.
Yeah.
Like there's always a table that has like an unfinished puzzle. Yeah, it's either that or I don't know.
Die.
feel your bones. So these puzzles, these Wongo puzzles, they are 100% wooden. They'll last forever. Each piece is hand drawn. Just think about that for a second. Each piece is hand drawn, so no two pieces are the same, and you'll discover some fun whimsy pieces as you work through it.
Whimsy.
They come in a custom wooden box, which is perfect for storage and gifting. You know, before we started doing this, I didn't realize how many people I know already have these Wongo puzzles. I mean, they're apparently pretty.
You can't go wherever Juan go.
With stunning designs and unique shapes, Wongo puzzles are a cut above the rest. I loved doing the snow globe puzzle myself. It was great to pull out a puzzle and be done in a night and not have it on the table for a week. So what are you waiting for? Let's go to Wongo Puzzles, WONGO puzzles.com, and pick a puzzle today. And be sure to use the promo code
BWAAA
for 10% off your order. It's the most fun you'll have with a puzzle, guaranteed, or your money back. Go to WONGO puzzles.com and use your code
BWAAA
to get 10% off your order and get puzzling right now. Hey, Rusty, did you know that you could be putting oil and chemicals in your coffee?
No, I didn't know that.
I mean, I love coffee creamer, but I don't think I've ever turned a bottle around to actually see what's inside. You know, recently I did, and I found out many of my favorite creamers, like especially the one my wife used to use, they contain ingredients I would never intentionally add to my coffee cup, like canola oil, potassium phosphate, whatever
Sounds
that is.
Terrible.
Artificial flavors. I can't take artificial flavors a lot of the time.
Yeah,
you know,
I'm good on any flavoring.
They taste gross.
I don't like flavors in my coffee. I like the earth and flavor of coffee.
I mean, I love coffee. Don't get me wrong. I do love it. I just I don't like all that crap in my coffee, right?
Yeah, no, who does that?
So let me tell you about Laird Superfoods then. They have better ingredients, amazing taste, and functional benefits. Laird Superfood creamers are crafted from the highest quality, all-natural, real food ingredients. All Laird products are sustainably sourced and thoroughly tested to ensure that you're incorporating the cleanest, finest fuel into your routine. Now, they're all natural. They've got whole food ingredients. They contain naturally occurring MCTs from coconut oil. And everybody tells you coconut oil is good for you. Mm-hmm. There's no artificial flavors, no colors, no additives, no sugar from highly refined corn syrup. So that's a big deal right there. If you take one thing you do every day and make it better, Laird developed his creamer himself to stay powered for a day on the waves. He was a big wave surfer, Laird Hamilton was, and he needed a morning fuel that could allow him to spend the entire day chasing the ultimate wave. So he made this creamer, and it is it's crazy, crazy good. Laird sources high-quality plant-based ingredients globally and puts an emphasis on U.S. sources whenever possible. They aim to source responsibly and sustainably and believe that the foods you consume should be as good for the earth as they are for you. They have honest and transparent products and labels. If you try it, you won't go back. They have functional superfood creamers, instant lattes, and prebiotic greens. They have a variety of snacks and supplements full of wholesome plant-based ingredients to keep you charged for wherever life takes you. So to get a deal on Laird Superfoods, I need you to go to zen.ai, BWAAA, King of the Hill. So that's zen.ai/BWAAA, King of the Hill. And your offer code there is BWAAA. So Laird Superfoods makes a better creamer that keeps you powered all day, and it's better for you, the earth, and your coffee. What do you say, Rusty? You want to go get some coffee?
Coffee.
Hey, Rusty.
Yeah.
Did you know that dehydration is the leading cause of daytime fatigue?
Oh, no.
I don't know about you, but like 2:30, 3 o'clock, I just hit a wall almost every day. I was shocked to learn that even mild dehydration can cause headaches, muscle weakness, brain fog, but luckily there's a cure.
Oh, there is?
Actually, I should have said there's a solution. It's called Cure. Cure Hydration. The Cure Hydration is an oral rehydration solution, or ORS, that contains the perfect balance of electrolytes. We know how important that is because plants crave it.
Super important.
And glucose to help your body absorb water and rehydrate quickly. The formula is made with all natural ingredients like coconut water, powder, and pink Himalayan salt. Whoopee. And it is free from artificial flavors, sweeteners, and preservatives. Cure Hydration is vegan, gluten-free, and non-GMO. That makes it a great option for anyone with dietary restrictions and preferences. The packets that they give you, they're convenient. They're easy to use. You just mix them with water and drink. They're perfect for on-the-go, travel, or anytime you need quick hydration. Hydration is more than just drinking water, Rusty. It is, that's what Lauren Picasso, a lifelong endurance athlete, discovered as she struggled to stay hydrated no matter how much water she drank. I've known people like that. My wife drinks so much water, it's crazy. Lauren found Cure, a science-backed electrolyte drink mix to make hydration easy for everyone. Cure believes that hydration should be simple and effective, but also clean and natural. That's why they only use the highest ingredients and quality plant-based stuff to avoid any artificial or harmful additives. They're committed to transparency and honesty. All of their ingredients are clearly listed on their website and packaging, and they're always happy to answer any questions or concerns. So are you ready to combat dehydration?
Absolutely.
You can try Cure today and feel the difference for yourself. Use your code
BWAAA. Sorry, I blanked.
You're good. For 20% off your order. Try Cure today and feel the difference for yourself. Use our special code
BWAAA
for 20% off your order. Your coupon will be activated at checkout. Try Cure Hydration. Stop drying out. What do you think Joseph is?
Joseph, you know
what?
what?
You think he did okay?
I like to think that he did okay, but I don't think that he did.
I don't think he did either.
I think that he ends up in a similar bugaboo. But the thing that he has going for him that Dale doesn't is he has the John Redcorn,
That's true,
the looks.
man. Yeah.
So I imagine he's this big, huge, college guy, went to play football at college and gets injured in college, and now he comes back and he's just the hometown guy that he just, he's wearing jeans and a wife beater.
I hope
and he becomes the Bill. I think he becomes the Bill of their friend group, and he's just the dishwasher for Bobby. And he didn't even have as prestigious as something that Bill, because Bill's doing, he's in the army, he's in the military, he's shaving heads for new recruits.
Just cutting hair,
yeah. Well, I mean, even still in the military, that's a barber. Period. In Texas, a barber is that's the main guy. That's your. I know barbers now that make more money than people that are like working in sky rises like this.
Right.
You know what I mean? I know people that are making like 6 figures a year just cutting hair.
Yeah.
And so I mean, I don't know. I feel like that he's not even doing anything that prestigious. I feel like he's just I hope he's a lame ass dude just hanging out at the he's at the restaurant hanging out with I
hope he's a mid-level wrestler. I would like for him to be like a regional, he travels all over Texas.
Like
and
locally wrestling.
Yeah, like at the VFW hall and stuff like that, He went to play football, he got injured, and now all he can do is wrestle.
Yeah, that's funny. No, yeah, I'd like to see that.
I'd like to see that. So my biggest question though is Luann and Lucky. Do they recast them or do they just write them out somehow?
Well, I don't want to talk about the elephant in the room, but if they were to plug in a lot of if they took literally the body of work that Brittany Murphy has done as Luann, not only stuff that we are able to see, but all the behind the scenes footage and stuff like that, all the voice recordings that I'm sure they did that don't make it to the show. Imagine how many riffs were done that are recorded and stored somewhere. If they took all of that, AI. I know nobody likes it. It is a scary, ugly thing.
Because you can train it. You can train it on your voice now.
It's scary and ugly to talk about, but for situations like this,
and
I feel like
you also know that the tools that they have are better than the ones you and I can get to, right?
Yeah, no, for sure.
And so, I bet they can train that sucker to just use their voice. I wouldn't have said that 5 years ago.
Yeah, well, I don't want to say it now because I know it's becoming an even bigger point of contention in the industry because it's getting to a point where people are starting to get replaced by AI really quickly too, because we're just discussing AI 9 months ago as this new thing that's been released to the public, and now 9 months later, people are getting fired for AI.
If AI would go ahead and replace Tom Cruise, I'd be okay with that though.
I think Tom Cruise is AI.
Is he?
I think he is an artificially created robot by L. Ron Hubbard. I think L. Ron Hubbard created him in a lab in the 70s.
I like to think that Tom Cruise is somewhere as his character in what's the one where Robert Downey Tropic Thunder.
Tropic
I like to think he's like ballooned up and he's lost all his hair and he's just kind of in a room somewhere going, I made that movie, and that kind of stuff. Yeah. He's locked in a Scientology room somewhere.
Oh hell.
Yeah, that would be fantastic. Yeah, AI could replace a few people. It'd be okay by me. But okay, so 10 years in the future, so that puts Hank in his 50s.
60s.
Probably
60s. I'd imagine he's in his early to mid 60s.
Man, I am so psyched about this thing. I know people keep saying, I hope they don't screw it up. I hope they don't screw it up. But they say that about a lot of stuff, and people are so quick to judge these days. I'm a huge San Antonio Spurs fan.
Yeah, okay? Absolutely.
And we got the number 1 pick this year, and we picked Victor Wembanyama. Who is this gigantic, very thin
It's funny
player.
You mention him. Yeah. Because I don't really follow basketball.
Yeah, sure.
Artie had asked me, hey, do you follow basketball? And I said, no, I don't, Artie.
Yeah.
And he said, do you follow the San Antonio Spurs? And I was like, I don't follow basketball, Artie.
You got me in that one, buddy.
And then he was like, did you hear about the number 1 pick for the San Antonio Spurs? And I said, I do not follow basketball, Artie. And then he mentioned that guy's last name, and he said that he was gonna find an image of him doing like a slam dunk, and then he was gonna put the guy's name, but instead of his last name being whatever you just said, he was gonna put Wembanyama.
Wembanyama, I love that. Yeah. No,
he said since he's heard about that guy, he refers to him as whatever his first name is, Wembanyama.
Victor. Yeah.
Victor Wembanyama.
So what my point was that people are so quick to judge things, right? He came in with all this hype. he's the number one pick. He's obviously the number one pick. There's no way nobody doesn't pick him number one. He's a freak. He's a monster. He's this, he's that. He's an alien. He's such a good player at both ends of the court and all this stuff. He had I turned it on and watched the first summer league game he was in. The guy had trouble making some shots. He let a few balls go. He only had 9 points. He did have 5 blocks, which is a lot of blocks for a guy in a game.
Yeah. That's a lot of blocks.
But everybody after that was like, oh, well, he's a bust. It's one damn game, man. And then afterwards, they were interviewing the guy, and he said, I had 2 practices before this game. That's it. Plus, I've been going on tour as the number one, interviewed by all you people, having to find a house, having to do all this stuff, coming from France.
Yeah.
And then the second game, 27 points, all this. I mean, he had tons of rebounds and all this. He was wonderful in that game. And then the Spurs shut him down because they're like, we don't want our guy to get hurt.
Yeah, you don't want him hurt.
But that's my point in people judging things. So like you move that over to the King of the Hill point. Man, don't judge it until you see it, and give it a couple of episodes before we really start coming down on this thing. Yeah. Because I cannot imagine Mike Judge wants it sullied any more than you guys do.
No, he doesn't. And
he doesn't want to put out a shitty product.
Name a shitty product that man's put out.
Yeah,
I beg you to go and look for anything that he has been the main lead guy for. Yeah. There's nothing. No, everything that he has done, and that's rare. Because you could usually find one movie that sucks from even the greats, Scorsese, all the greats.
I mean,
you can find Coppola. You can all find movies they've done that sucked at the beginning of their careers. Now they've got a ton of critically acclaimed stuff, but really, if you look at him, even the shorts on Liquid Television on MTV were just stellar stuff.
I think the worst movie he made was Elixir with Jason Bateman, but even that's a good movie.
Oh, he did that one?
Yeah. I believe that's him. Yeah, where he did the one where they're making the vanilla or whatever, the different flavors in the thing. But no, I'm a big fan of the dude. I think he's made some really great stuff. Okay, so basically, just don't judge it before you get.
Oh, and I think they have a recent. There's a recent news article about a show of theirs that just got picked up by Adult Swim called Common Side Effects.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. The adult animated comedy centers on a mysterious elixir discovered by 2 former high school lab partners.
Yeah. I'm just excited that they're back together and that they're doing stuff. I can't imagine it being bad.
Yeah, here we go. So it says, the half-hour comedy follows former high school lab partners Marshall and Francis, who begin to unravel a conspiracy involving Big Pharma and the federal government to suppress knowledge of a rare mushroom that may hold the key to curing all the world's diseases. This is their first collaboration in over a decade, and it is earlier confirmed this year that the pair are doing the King of the Hill revival, but we already knew about that.
So fantastic.
Well, that's the thing is they're doing something right now, which is really cool. The Bandera Entertainment thing, that whole animation house. I don't even think it's just animation. I think it's just a production house.
I said the wrong word. It's Extract, not Elixir.
Oh, Extract.
Extract is the name of the movie.
Because I typed in Elixir and that's what it gave me.
Extract.
I was looking for Extract.
Yeah, that's the one. It's still not a bad movie though. It's not bad at all. Okay, so I think
it had a good cast though, if nothing else. I mean, Ben Affleck, Mila Kunis, Jason Bateman, Kristen Wiig, J.K. Simmons.
Yeah, lots of great people in it.
It's a good cast.
And I know that
it's free on Amazon Prime.
I love Jason Bateman.
If you have Prime Video, go check that out now.
I love Jason Bateman, and he gets punched in the eye in this one. It's
that's what we need to start. Affiliate links for Amazon stuff.
Oh yeah, absolutely. All right. Well, anything else, or is that it for this Friday? We went over the email. We went over Bobby owning a restaurant.
How about this? This is something I want to know. I want to know what everybody's opinion would be on this. So I can't remember who said it. So if you remember, if it was you could get credit for this. Message me and I'll give you credit. Somebody had mentioned that what we should do, like for the development of the show, is all of our Friday content that we currently do now would go to Patreon, and Friday would become a whole new show called That Ain't Right, or Those Boys Ain't Right.
Those Boys Ain't Right.
And it would be me and Mike discussing whatever. I mean, not necessarily just King of the Hill stuff, but it would be just a show with
Just
me
stuff.
and Mike, just talking stuff. So if that's something you like, that could be the next direction that we go in. So if you think that you would like to hear me and Mike on a
just let us know.
A separate show, but underneath the same umbrella type thing, just shooting the shit about Texas and King of the Hill.
There's plenty to talk about in Texas, especially in the government right now. So
yeah,
plenty to talk about.
If you care to hear me and Mike opine or whine or cry and piss and moan, which a lot of you apparently do, because there's like I said, there's a few people that had mentioned something similar to that. They want to hear us talk more about talk about opinionated things, I guess, just like a normal kind of show. So if that's something you're interested in, just let us know.
That'd be cool.
The music for Extract was done by Funkadelic George S. Clinton.
Was it really? George Clinton Funkadelic,
George Clinton is the one who did the music for Extract. So go check out Extract.
Go back and watch that
on
again.
Amazon. Yeah. I got it up. I'm about to go home and watch it right now.
It's not bad at all.
2009. Yeah. That's the reason why I didn't know it. I was 19.
I think it came out. I think it came out the same time as Butter. You ever seen Butter? That's a movie about
I've churned butter
sculptures.
But the movie about butter
it's very
sculptures.
Good. Yeah. It's pretty funny too. It's a comedy. It's a comedy.
It's got to be a comedy. Yeah. Sculpted butter that writes itself.
Like they sculpt a cow out of butter.
Yeah,
and
I'm
stuff.
about to check that out. That sounds pretty good. Yeah.
All right. Well, guys, thanks again for joining us. Again, want to thank our patrons to our Patreon. Yeah, patrons. Want to thank everybody for that. And Jordan, we see you. Artie, we see you. The guy with the funky email. I can't ever say what.
Give us your name.
Is. Dude,
give us a name.
Just give me a first name to call you by.
Give us something.
But we appreciate all the input, and we're going to have you on to talk about those books.
Yeah, for sure. We want to know more about these books. I definitely want to know more.
Yeah, those books are cool.
They're hard to find on the internet. I tried to find anything about them, and it's just $500.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thanks for joining us. And if you need any more, go to bwaaakoth.com, and we'll see you next time.
Wimatanye.
This has been a Rogue Media Network production.